I lean closer to my drafting table, tweaking the letter spacing on Mason and Brooke's engagement invitations for the third time. The afternoon light spills across my workspace, illuminating the metallic copper accents I've added to the design. Perfect. Almost perfect. My brother deserves nothing less. My phone buzzes against the oak surface, dancing dangerously close to my coffee mug. Mason's name lights up the screen, sending a reflexive smile to my lips. Parties this weekend. Guest list is super tight. Hope you understand. My hands freeze mid-adjustment. I read the message again, certain I've misunderstood. The delicate brush pen slips from my fingers, leaving an unwelcome streak across the sample invitation. What? I whisper to my empty apartment. My coffee mug tips as I reach for my phone, the dark liquid seeping into my sketches. I barely notice. Instead, my eyes fix on the framed photo beside my workspace, Mason grinning in his uniform, standing next to 3 large care packages I'd spent weeks assembling. The ones I'd stayed up all night packing so they'd make the military mail deadline. The ones I'd included his favorite homemade cookies in, despite having to work a deadline the next morning. The care packages he'd called a lifesaver during his deployment. My hands tremble as I dial my father's number. Monroe? Dad's voice comes through after 4 rings, distracted and slightly annoyed. Everything okay? Dad, Mason just texted me about some party this weekend, for his engagement. My voice sounds steadier than I feel. There must be some confusion. A beat of silence followed by a sigh. It's just a get-together, Monroe. Nothing formal. I press my fingers against the bridge of my nose. But I'm his sister. I've been working on their actual invitation designs all week. Look, honey, Dad's tone shifts to the dismissive one I know too well. It's a small thing at Brooke's parents' lake house. Don't make this a thing, okay? You know how your brother gets when everyone starts making demands. When I make demands. The unspoken accusation hangs between us. Right, I manage, my throat tightening. Of course. I hang up before he can hear the crack in my voice. The afternoon light feels colder now as I stare at my design work hours of unpaid labor for a brother who couldn't even be bothered to invite me to his pre-wedding celebration. My mind flashes to 6 months ago. The 3 a.m. call from Mason in Germany, desperate because his bank card had been compromised. I remember transferring him $2,000 from my carefully managed savings without hesitation. Emergency money he still hasn't repaid. I think about the 3 nights I spent designing their